Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Mini Clubman Restoration. So it's not a budget anymore, it's Mini Clubman. So, or should we call it Mini Clubman Rebuild? As you saw in the previous episode, I started putting a few bits back on the car. You see the little bumperette bits are on it there, and yeah, I've sort of just been finding bits, cleaning them, putting them back on. Sort of having a bit of downtime really from it. I really hammered it to get it to this point, and yeah, I'm sort of having a bit of a break, but we've got loads more coming, not just this car, so rest assured there's still to come. But silent coat. So if you remember in the 5th or maybe 7th episode, I chipped away what was left of the sound deadening on the rear seat. Everything else was already removed when I got the car, but the car comes with a factory bitumen sort of sound deadening. It's not very nice, it cracks out, sets fire when you're welding it and everything. It's awful. So I've gone with this silent coat. It's quite popular, like widely used in sound systems and just general cars and classics now. I've got it in my sidewalk and I've gone again with it now. Yeah, really quite looking forward to getting this in. That's why I didn't really go mad on the floors, because I was going to cover it with all this horrible silvery stuff. And yeah, so big thank you for Matt Green. He provided me with a discount code. So go check out his channel if you want to try and get that. But yeah, really good help. So yeah, I'm gonna get this fitted, and it's another job off the list. So what I've done is this is a box of 20, and it should be enough. From looking at other people that've done minis with it and chatting to Silent Coat, you should have a few left over which you can cut up and put in other places. But what I've done is I've laid them out in the car now. You can sort of see where I'm going with it. I'm going to cover the floors, a few on the rear seats, inside the doors before I put the glass back in, inside the rear quarters, and then I think, if I'm right, I've got 3 or 4 sheets here which I'm going to cut up and put up the bulkhead, on the flitch panels and stuff like that. So just do the best we can to stop the booming and noise. I have also got to do the roof, so I think by the time I put 3 maybe on the roof, I might only have 1 to cut off. So, but we should have enough. I don't want to put the headlining in or anything like that about it, because it makes a massive amount of difference having this in your car. So without further ado, let's get on with it. Right, so this does look a bit of a mess, but what you've got is 1, 2, 3 on each rear floor pan, 2 on the front ones, 1 each here to go in the doors, 1 there to go in the quarter, and 1 each on the seat bench. So I'm going to get these stuck down first. That should be enough to do the roof, and then I'm going to cut up loads to put along the bulkhead. You notice up there I had some left over from another build, which I just put a few squares on the bulkhead. Obviously from factory there's nothing actually there. There would have been one on the other side of the bulkhead, like a firewall one, but at least we've got something back in there now. But yeah, let's get all this sort of stuck down. It's very easy to do. You can get a roller, but for me I've always just sort of take your time with it, and heat as well definitely helps, but today we don't need the help with the heat. So that's the reason for getting it done today. Let's get peeling and get laying. Okay, so using heat definitely better, even though it is very warm out. So what I've done is I've put 3 on this side, I'm going to put 3 on the other side. So a lot of people go massively overboard, people lay it different ways, people don't put it in the channels, they put it in the centre. It doesn't matter how you do it, it's going to have the same properties, but it's very obvious when you do. You can massively tell the difference. So basically what this is designed to do is just take the booming out of the cabin, basically. Make it a bit of a quieter place. I've not gone right to the edges of it because I hate it when you can see it through the carpets. And carpet kits these days normally aren't the best. So I'm going to do the other side, and then bring you back in when I'm going to see what I'm going to do at the front. I've also got this tape, just dug it out. When I had the sidewalk I used the same stuff, and this basically goes around the edges and just helps it adhere to the floor and just keeps it all in place even more. But the heat actually pushes it all out the sides, really sticks it down, so it's really awesome stuff. But yeah, I'm going to use this as well. It's just a foil tape basically, but it came with my last load I ordered and I haven't used it, so. Okay, so I'm going to bring you back in. It's quite hard to film how I was filming it. The light was awful as well. So this is one side of the back end of the floor, I guess, done. So there's 3 pieces, and then I've used the foil tape, which basically the idea of the foil tape is to stop any moisture getting underneath these slabs. So you've seen I've got the heat gun out in the end, even though it's really warm today, and I've heated them up. So the material really does stick. You actually physically see it sort of oozing out the side. Sticks really nice, and then this tape sort of keeps it all in place. So obviously all this is going to be under the carpet, you know, we're going to see it again, but when I showed you earlier the difference in the booming, it's ridiculous how different it is. So I've done both doors as well, so both doors got one big sheet in it and then tape around it. They sound much better. I really want to do the doors because I want to get the glass in the doors next. I'm going to do the courses as well. So I've sort of marked out what I need. So got 2 on the floor, 3 more there, 1 in each courser, 1 on the bench seat base. Then I've got 3 on the roof, and then hopefully I'll 1 each to go on the back here. And that should stop us rattling and droning around on the motorways and the roads. So we're getting there. Also, bit of handbrake. Right, so there we have it. So everyone does it differently. This is how I've done it, and it's worked really well on the sidewalk. It's it's been better than how the original sound deadening was in the car. So got a piece in each door and each quarter. Got a slab on each back seat, which is basically what used to be there. Just it was obviously the whole thing was covered, but and then I've got 3 in the back, 2 up front. Leaves me four pieces in this pack that I've bought. We see up behind the dash, I had some left from the previous build, so I've got a little bit behind the dash, some strips cut there. I'm going to put 2 or 3 on the roof, and then what's left I'm going to put on the flitch panels and put some squares and bits and pieces up there. So 20 sheets should easily do a mini. Yeah, it's going to be good enough. It's going to be a mini, so it's still going to be noisy, but there'll be some sound deadening, some like underlay over this, then some carpet, and yeah, obviously it looks a bit crappy now, I guess, but it's just to know that you've got something there. And the amount of difference, like you've seen earlier on in the video, the boominess in the shell has changed. So yeah, really happy. I've also put some underneath this panel as well from the old stuff I had left, so that's instantly a bit better as well. So yeah, I think that's us done. Right guys, that's about all we have time for. We've got all the silent coat in, apart from bar the roof. I'm about to do that now. Yeah, I'm pretty happy about it, guys. Like I said, I have used this product before. It's really, really decent. It does give good results. You can go mental and cover the whole car. I know a lot of people do. For me, financially, I don't see the point in it. I don't think you gain that much. At the end of the day, it's still a mini. And yeah, it's trying to make it something it's not, I guess. You just need to take the boominess out of the shell. I think covering the whole car in it, I don't see the point in it. You're going to get underlay, you're going to get carpet and stuff over it, and it is what it is. You want a bit of mini character about it. So that's as far as I go. I literally try and replace what I've taken out of the car. And yeah, we'll go from there with it, really. I'm quite happy about what we've achieved. The tape that I use is an aluminium foil tape. It came with my last load of stuff I bought, and I have something like 35 meters it came with. Basically all that does is stop moisture getting between those pads that I've put down. So it's a really good idea. It's really hard to work with, as you probably saw in the videos. It snaps and rips quite easily, but as long as you've got a watertight seal, that's the whole point of it, is to stop anything getting underneath it, which is what the old sound deadening didn't do. Water got underneath it, you can see the water going in the channels and the flute to the floor, and that's what rotted them out then, fundamentally. So I've done this the modern way of how it used to be, is what I sort of want to take from that. So that's this episode done, unfortunately. You can obviously see behind the car's still not been platinum polished or anything like that. I am sort of wanting to get to the point where I get the glass in and the car rolling. I want to get the glass in because I'm obviously outside. I want to stop the car getting anything inside it from the elements. No point building it and having it all ruined. And then obviously get it rolling just makes my life a bit easier. So then I'll start the wet sanding process, and hopefully I've not got to repaint anything. But the car, I mean, sat right here now, it looks absolutely immaculate. It's not perfect. I've listed off a few places that are quite bad. I've also got the run at the back. There's a bit of dry paint at the back, it's gone on a bit hazy. Hopefully that'll flat out. The scuttle's quite bad with dust, and the roof's got a few little bits and pieces in it, and like the tops of the wings. But I don't want to call it, but I've seen body shops that get that. And I've done this on the driveway. So my whole thing behind this whole build is I just want to get it nice. I want to make it like halfway decent. If you can use and enjoy it and get some nice photos with it and have some memories, then that's the whole point of having a car, is my opinion. I can step back saying I've done every single nut and bolt, including the paint, and got memories from doing it. So that's my whole goal for it. So I'm going to start flattening processing very soon, and then yeah, we'll see where we get on with it, really. But that's all for now. Catch you next one, guys. Stay safe, and if you haven't already, check out the rest of the series that this car derived from. So obviously that was the Budget Clubman. This is now the Get It Built Clubman. Yeah, catch you next one, guys. Enjoy your projects, and yeah, if you've got anything you want to ask or any questions you sort of feel like you're unanswered or anything, hit us up on our Instagram page, or I'll find us on our Facebook page, and we're happy to answer any questions.